This website gives you the absolute best models out there, the best LLMs, the best AI models, the best chatbots, however you want to call it. This freaking website gives you the absolute best current models. So, what's that website? Let's go through it. Let's go to. Oh shit. I always forget about this. Let's go to the website. So, I'm gonna make my camera a little. There you go. And let's go to the website. How is this website called? Well, it's called LLM Arena, or at least that's how I search for it. Enter, and it's this one, the one that says llmarena.ai. That's basically the thing. So let's go through it. What is this website about? Well, first of all, as the message says, whenever you first encounter the website, is a research preview. Um, Forget about it. That's not the important thing. Okay, so oh, it seems like there's a lot of shit. What is this website about? Let me actually get rid of this. Oh, do you like my sign? Fuck your mood, follow the plan. That's from Leila Hormozi, by the way. It's a pretty great entrepreneur. I don't know if you know her. Yeah, I just think that's a great fucking wallpaper to be reminded. Whatever. This website basically gives you the absolute best models. Okay, but how do we know what are the absolute best models? Well, I think no. This website gives you the most useful AI models for humanity. The reason why I say this gives you the most useful for humanity is because at the end of the day, the way in which they basically rank these models is by a lot of people, millions of people voting without knowing what model they're using. So basically, what will happen on this website is that you basically get you write a prompt, how whatever prompt you will write, for example, to ChatGPT or something, you just write it out, and you're gonna be there's gonna be two answers, one model from model A and one from model B, and basically you're just gonna vote which answer is the best in your case, right? That's why I say it's the most useful for humanity, because at the end of the day, you're a human being. It's not like you're a dolphin using this website. You're a human being, right? Yeah, and then it's like, okay, what answer do I prefer, right? That's why I say it. Now, it's very powerful whenever millions of people vote, and that's basically the whole incredible value of this website, which is literally that more than a million people have voted, and well, not there has been more than 1 million votes, and basically whenever a new model comes out, like, it just basically competes, right? And for everything, for every benchmark or whatever. So yeah, this is a very useful website if you really want to catch up on what are the new most useful AI models, because there's obviously new AI models every fucking day. I should say every day. Like, we're in 2025 right now, there should be every day. But obviously, we want the ones that are most useful to us. So let's go through it. Yeah, so basically, you get here. I'll put my camera right there. There you go. You go here, and as it says, there you go. It says how it works. Well, blind test. Ask any question to two anonymous AI chatbots. It may be ChatGPT, Gemini, Claude, Llama, and more. Then you vote for the best. You choose the best response, and you can keep chatting until you find a winner. Yeah, you basically pitch the best response. Play fair. If AI identity reveals, your vote won't count. Yeah, because at the end of the day, the purpose of this actually is to get rid of all the, how can I say it? Yeah, like, literally is to just actually vote for the best one. Like, we don't. It's not helpful for us to be like, oh, this is ChatGPT, oh, this is Gemini, because at the end of the day, we are blinded by it. Like, some people have used more ChatGPT than Gemini or Llama or even a random AI model, and they might be, what the fuck is this? Just by the fact that they might see the name of a model that they don't know about, they will be like, what the fuck is this? Like, they will just just because of that branding that they have towards that, which is basically not knowing what model they're using, they will just vote it out as a bad model. Yeah, I mean, humans are really interesting. Like, seriously. So we are not very good at actually saying the whole truths. We're at the end of the day very emotional. Like, that's a double-edged sword, right? Like, something that AI can't replicate, but also something that, you know, as I said, it's just a double-edged sword. And I think this is a great example, right, of how you're blinded to it. Even if we want to be as critical as possible or increase our probabilities of using, our critical thinking skills, we still don't have that, right? So the best way to do it is just blind test. It's like, oh, this answer is pretty good. And then at the end of the day, the really cool part is that, let me just demonstrate it to you. So here it is. So as you can see, backed by over 1 million community votes, our platform ranks the best LLM and AI chatbots. Explore the top models on our leaderboard. We're going to get to that part right now. But for example, here it is. Model A, Model B. And then you simply chat through, like any prompt, right? So you're just going to, let's say, let's, for example, test or just say something like summarize as much as possible what happened on what did Alexander the Great did, I don't know, like on his during his lifetime. There you go. So whatever. And as you can see, there's two model responses. So obviously you need to go through each one of it. So I'm just gonna skim through it like, oh, what a test. So blah, blah. In live, you're also seeing like how it structures it. Obviously, if it's much more helpful, for example, I prefer like this structure early life instead of this, which just goes through it. Because this gives you like a story. Basically, gives you his story, and this one just goes towards what he achieved, right? So I don't know. I think I will prefer this one, right? Story, 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 legacy. Okay, I like that one. Then here is this one. In this case, I really like this one more, even if it's longer, because obviously there's people that actually values like a very condensed response. I think I like this one more because it gives you more, like, I think it gives you a more natural way of how you will respond. Well, not respond. Because here's very, I don't know, he's like, oh, he did this, 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 he did all this, blah, blah, blah. And yeah, I mean, it like both prompts definitely achieve you're like, what you want to get, right? In this case, is what did Alexander the Great during his lifetime did. Now that I think about it, this one is better because at the end of the day, it literally asked it summarize as much as possible. And here, it literally summarized as much as possible. And here, he went through all this bullshit. That's an interesting one. I mean, even if I prefer this answer, this is not what I asked it to do. So I'm gonna choose B is better. I don't know. I just made an example of what people would write. So, okay, model B is better. So you say B is better. And then, for example, this is very interesting. I have never even known what the fuck is this model about. Like, what is this model? For example, Llama, I know that is from Meta, Facebook, whatever. But this one, I really have no idea. Shadebrook. That's interesting. And yeah, basically a million votes, more than a million votes. I don't know how much there are currently. There's probably, I don't know, probably 10 million or more because the like I found about this website like a couple of months ago and it still had this same message or whatever. So that's how it works. Now, this not only works on language, this also works on images, like text to images. For example, generate an image of Travis Scott performing a concert on space, in space. I don't know. And it's gonna generate an image. Like, this is also very interesting because it's also for images. Obviously, The site is primarily marketed as LLM, so just pure language, but this can also work for images. But yeah, like at the end of the day, most people use language models, right? So let's actually go through this one. And here, as you can see, this has no idea. This is the most similar one, even if it's not that great. I will prefer B1 because this one doesn't even show. Like, if you show this to someone, this doesn't seem to be Travis Scott. This one seems more like a Travis Scott is actually performing. So B is better. And then you see, oh, this one is Flux. I'm surprised Flux got here because Flux is a really good one. And then Recraft. Again, another pretty incredible, cool part of this is that you can actually find new models. For example, Recraft, I have no fucking idea. And then the previous LLM that we just tested, for example, I think it's here, chat. Okay, it disappeared. But I don't have the fucking thing. I think I have it. Yeah, I have it. Shadebrook AI model. I don't have no idea what is that model about. Oh, Gemini. Okay, whatever. I don't want to get distracted. And as you can see, well, I haven't seen this. Basically, they sponsor these guys like Sequoia, UC Berkeley, Replicate, all of these, Hugging Face, whatever. So I think this is really useful if you want to really catch up on what are the new models or what are the best current models. Now we're gonna go to that, which is the leaderboard. As you can see here, it says, where is the leaderboard? Oh yeah, explore the top AI models on our LLM leaderboard. So they basically condense all of these votes, all of these millions of votes, and they are like, okay, which one is generally the most useful for a human being, right? I already explained why I say most useful for a human being. Obviously, if you're a dolphin, then I don't think it will be that useful for you. Maybe it's much more useful for you other tasks or other models. But we're human beings, right? Like at the end of the day. So yeah. So let's go through the leaderboard. Yeah, for example, right now, the one that is generally the most useful to most humans is Gemini 2.5 Pro experimental that was released on March of 2025. Then the second one will be Llama, which is one is, I haven't really tested this one yet. But yeah, as you can see, organization, here's one from Google, this one is from Meta, ChatGPT for all latest, that was released at this date is from OpenAI. Then from XAI, this one is from from Elon Musk, the company. Grok, this one is really good at research. I actually think is one of the best models at research right now. Then 4.5 preview, whatever, Gemini. As you can see, like basically the top models are Google, Meta, XAI, OpenAI. DeepSeek, for example, that was a huge model a couple of months ago. It's right now not the best one. So what I love about this site is just that it really gives you what the people want, what the people seems more useful, generally, right? And I think it really cuts a lot of BS. For example, a lot of people still think that DeepSeek is the absolute best model, and as you can see, it's clearly not by blind votes of millions of people. Like it was really a good model a couple of months ago, but they're like at the end of the day, this AI thing is crazy. Like every single month, every single week, there's new stuff, and as you can see, they have surpassed DeepSeek. I mean, obviously, the Chinese are gonna release new models, and whatever. But yeah, this is incredible, right? So yeah, for example, here is very interesting because you not only have from generally language, as you can see, is overall. You can also go through specific things. Like let's say you're a mathematician, or you just want to learn more about math, and it's like, hey, what's the best model for math? You go through these, and then, oh, the most useful model for math is Gemini 2.5, right? Which is literally the one that is in generally, but whatever. Or for example, coding. A lot of people, I think this one is going to be from Anthropic. No, this is from Meta. Okay. Yeah, there's something new, right? For example, here Delta. I think Delta. What does that mean? I think it's like the new ones. I don't know. But yeah, basically, and you can even see the votes. Wow, it's pretty cool. For example, to have 500 and then be at the top is pretty cool. But yeah, I think this is just very useful. It's just pretty cool. For example, total votes 2 million, 2.8 million. Okay, not that much. Obviously, the ones who are better at English, Chinese, whatever. But yeah, overall, I think it's what most people will prefer, right? Now, as you can see, there's multiple things that you can basically see on here. For example, there's obviously the language, which for most people, this will be enough, right? You just, I mean, for most people, they don't want to fucking go to the, like, they're doing stuff, like they're busy, like they're not like, you know, they don't want to get through it, through all of this shit. So for most people, I just would recommend to just go to the leaderboard and see what's popping, right? Like what's the best model right now? Go check it out, try it out, and be like, oh yeah, this is better or whatever. Because at the end of the day, it's really valuable to be working out with the best, absolute best tools. That's what I recommend. Obviously, if you are more picky or want to know more about stuff, like for example, if you are a developer that actually works with these AI models, well, obviously the one of price analysis is very important, right? Because at the end of the day, I don't know, if like you have a business, you're a developer, you have a business that actually is using like these models. Well, obviously this is gonna affect your business, right? Your profits and whatever. So this will be very important. Or if you're just a researcher, you know, you just want to see generally what the fuck is this about. So yeah, like this is really for everyone. I think if you just want to know what's the best model like for everyday's task or whatever, go to the language part. But now that I have covered that out of the way, let's go to the other ones. For example, we have overview. This one's pretty cool because it really gives you an overview, as it says, of how every single model performs at different tasks. For example, here overall, this one was overall basically, as I said, Gemini 2.5 is the currently best model as of 9th of April. Yeah. Then you have hard prompts, got a 1. You know, hard prompts with style control, coding, math, creative writing, blah, 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 blah. And obviously, the best ones are at the top. So yeah, it's pretty cool. Then you have price analysis. This one is pretty interesting. Obviously, changes very consistently, but as you can see, here you have cost, which is amount of dollars. I suppose it's dollars, right? Yeah, yeah. So it's dollars per 1 million tokens. So 1 million tokens is like, you know, a lot of text or whatever. In this case, as you can see, the one that has, okay, arena score, and then here you have cost. Well, basically, the best model will need to be here. I think so. Because you will need to have, obviously, the best model, which is the arena score. And then the one that has the least amount of cost, right? The least amount of dollars per tokens. So the best one will need to be basically here. If a model gets here, it's the best one, right? I assume. I mean, it makes sense, right? Like, you have the best score, but also you have the cheapest one. Okay, so for example, here, the best one is Gemini 2.5 Pro, but as you can see, it's not the cheapest. It's at $10 per million tokens. Then the most, the least expensive one is Gemma. As you can see, it's around, I don't know how much it is, but it's less than 0.1 dollars per million tokens. This one I think is from Google. The other day I was watching a chart of like the Google prices, and they're just absolutely like free. They're just incredible. Yes, from Google. Yeah, and it's crazy because Google, it's really getting this shit, like their advantage right now is really pricing. As you can see, like Gemini, all of these ones are from Google. As you can see, Google, all of these ones. But yeah, OpenAI, as you can see, is really a little bit expensive. DeepSeek is in between. Anthropic is, it's the one of these most expensive ones. Wow, that's interesting. Then Meta, it's, you know, it's not that bad. Alibaba is in between. Okay, this one is really fucking cheap. Amazon and others. Yeah, this is pretty good. I love this. And then you have also Web Dev Arena. This is more about like the web, literally. Like as you can see, real-time AI coding competition where models go head-to-head in web development challenges. So basically, this is like a leaderboard, but more about like web dev and all that, right? For example, generate me a UI for Spotify type of type of app, but for but with vinyl. ¿Cómo se escribe? How do you say vinyl? Vinyl? Vinyls? With vinyl style. Vinyl style. So I don't know. I haven't really used this one. So let's go through it, man. Actually, I'm interested in using this one. Let's see how it goes. Okay, yeah, it's the same thing as L language, but in this case for like web development, basically. So let's see how it goes. While that thing is regenerating, you have also vision, which is, I suppose, the ones who are better at visualizing images. Gemini 2.5. Then text to image obviously is generating images. This one, imagine or Imagen. This one's also from Google. Like Google is really killing it right now. Obviously, this really changes a lot. So that's a lot of a very cool thing of this website that, basically models go up and down. And for example, Grok, the one that is right here, this one was at the top like 1 month ago, and right now it's no longer at the top. So it's pretty cool, right? Okay. Okay, generating this stuff. Still generating the code. Whatever. I haven't really tried this one, but it seems pretty cool. Yeah, basically that's for web dev. Then you have Copilot Arena, which, as you can see, is a free AI coding assistant that provides superior responses from different state-of-the-art LLMs. So in this case, it's just basically AI models that help you write code. And the one that seems to have the best one based on this amount of votes is DeepSeek. And then you have this one. So yeah, this page is pretty cool. I just wanted to make this video. Like all this stuff, you can check it out. In other stuff, but I think the most valuable ones will be leaderboard. And obviously, if you want to actually contribute to this community, you can just start to like basically test models, and that's it. But yeah, I really wanted to. Let me actually see. Ooh, oh, I thought it was in. What? These are two separate. Oh, yeah, I mean, this is definitely what I wanted. Wow, this is definitely what I want. Look at this bullshit compared to this one. Like literally, I said Spotify type of app, which as you can see is similar to Spotify but with a vinyl style. This one actually made the vinyl, which wasn't what I'm thinking about. And this shit is bullshit. This is a great comparison because this shit is the fucking worst response you could have gave me, and this is the absolute best response you could have given me. Wow, and even wow, that's cool, fucking cool. I like this. Obviously, there's no sound, but wow, man, this is pretty cool. And then, obviously, you can vote. Obviously, left is better. Like, oh my god. And then vote is submitted. So based on that, as you can see, leaderboard and web dev. The absolute best one is Claude 3.7. I don't know which model did this. Oh, Gemini. Wow, Gemini did this. Llama. Wow, Llama is fucking bullshit at doing that. Wow, man, Gemini is fucking killing it. Like, Google is killing with that model. That's the absolute best model for general stuff right now. Gemini 2.5. Because this is literally the same one that is right here overall. Wow, that's crazy. Well, the first one based on boats is Claude. Like Anthropic is really good. Anthropic is the company behind Claude. Claude is really good at coding, but Google is catching up. Look at that thing, man. Yeah, it's crazy. Man, this one was really a good one. Like, look at that. Wow, man. That's pretty cool. Obviously, like, this code doesn't make any sense. But yeah, man, this one was really good. Great. I love this one. So yeah, that was basically the video. I just wanted to like talk about this website because I think it's pretty useful if you are really into like AI and all that stuff, or simply you want to like get like see what's the new best AIs out there. Because obviously this thing is just changing at lightning speed. Like this shit is like one day you got Grok at the fucking top, another day you got whatever Chinese model is gonna get out, and then one day you get DeepSeek. Sorry, yeah, DeepSeek. You one day you get Google. One day you may even get some new company. I don't know, like the fucking Ballers AI or whatever the name is. So yeah, it's crazy how much fast this thing is growing. This is like literally the most. I think this is the most fast changing technology humanity has ever like created and has ever encountered and has ever made changes to it. So yeah, this is pretty cool. I just think this website is pretty useful. Hopefully you like it. AI website. Radio, radio. Oh, vaya mierda. Vaya mierda. This